Alright, Shalom. First of all, I'm going to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Honors to our brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith, and Shalom to all the sincere believers. Now, this lesson is going to be based on this article in regards to a California fireworks warehouse that caught fire and exploded. So, through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and the Lord's will you're edified. It says a warehouse storing fireworks in California caught fire and exploded Tuesday, sending a fireball into the air, launching debris and causing pyrotechnics to detonate above the site, according to officials and video from the scene. The Yolo County Sheriff's Office said the warehouse near the Esparto area northwest of Sacramento exploded and was actively burning. Sparrow Fire Protection District Chief Curtis Lawrence had no comment to reporters about whether there were any injuries Tuesday night. So everything is very preliminary right now, he said. Firefighters responded to the fire at around 5:50 p.m. and found a few commercial buildings well involved, as well as numerous explosions and numerous spot fires throughout the area. Helicopter video taken by NBC affiliate KCRA of Sacramento showed fires at the facility, including at least one building ablaze and fireworks launching into the air and detonating. The video shows white smoke rushing from inside the building out through the roof before a large explosion and fireball with many air bursts from fireworks. The cause of the fire and explosion was unknown Tuesday night, the sheriff's office said. The one large warehouse fire caused multiple spot fires covering an area of around 80 acres in total. The California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection's Sonoma Lake Napa unit said it was responding to the commercial and vegetation fire in Yolo County. The agency known as CAL FIRE is investigating the cause of the fire, but a representative from the sheriff's office said Tuesday night that there was nothing apparently criminal. Drones were being used to assess the damage. Yolo County issued an evacuation order for what fire officials have named the Oakdale Fire, but some people were allowed to return Tuesday night. People south of an area south of Highway 16 remained under an evacuation order. Sparta is a community of around 3,000, almost 30 miles northwest of Sacramento. The explosion happened near the border between Esparto and Madison, which lies to the east, the sheriff's office said. Yeah, so basically, this in and of itself was judgment, because today is July 2nd, I believe, and the 4th of July is what people call Independence Day, and people usually celebrate it with fireworks. But seeing as the Lord is destroying America, he's also destroying the things that people would do for fun. All that folly that people would participate in, the Lord is shutting all of that down. And the Lord having a fireworks warehouse explode this close to the 4th of July, that's judgment within itself. That's the Lord letting you know that he does not approve of, these wicked feast days of the people. Psalms 9:16, the Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Hegeon Selah. And yeah, the Lord having amusement parks shut down, having restaurants shut down, having different parks shut down. The Lord having this warehouse full of fireworks that more than likely were going to be used for a 4th of July celebration, having that catch fire and explode. This is the judgments of the Lord. The Lord is shutting down America. and all the things that people find fun to do, the Lord is getting rid of it. Psalm 7 and 11, Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. And that's why, when it comes to some of these holidays, the Lord will have the holiday get shut down because, maybe there'll be a shooting the day before or something. Or there'll be a major storm, whether it's a rainstorm or depending on, the season, it could be a snowstorm or it could be a hurricane or a tornado. The Lord just bringing all manner of judgments to basically rain on these people's parade, to rain on their folly, to rain on their fun. Amos 5:21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Now, this was mainly talking about our people, the wicked of our people. But in this day and age, it's referring to, these different holidays that people celebrate, like the 4th of July and Thanksgiving and things like that. The Lord is not in the midst of these wicked holidays. And the proof of that is all the judgment that the Lord brings around these holidays. People getting shot, people getting stabbed, fires breaking out, different storms and tempests happening. This is the Lord showing you that he hates and that he despises these wicked feast days of the people. Because, these people, they want to celebrate America, but America is the most wicked place on the planet. And it's mostly these Edomites, these so called self proclaimed white people that are celebrating it. Now, yeah, the 2/3 of our people, they're going to celebrate it because they're just wicked. They've been Babylonianized. So, they're going to participate in these wicked activities. But that's why the Lord is constantly just dishing out judgments, because he's not with the things that go on here. The wicked celebrations, the abominable foods that people eat. He's not with this wicked music. He's not with the wicked sexual activities that these people participate in. The Lord is not with any of this. And that's why we're just seeing more and more judgments take place on the earth. Like it says in 2nd Ezra 8:50, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And the scriptures also tell us that pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall. And that destruction and that fall is coming. And the increase in judgments from the Lord upon this wicked place known as America is evidence of that. And this is not the first time that the Lord has allowed, a warehouse that was holding fireworks to catch fire and explode. This has been happening recently, usually around, this time of year. Because ultimately the Lord is not with the wicked celebrations of these people. And the Lord is going to continue to put, put blocks in the way of these people having fun. Like many brothers have said, the time for folly and wickedness is coming to an end. So we can expect more, judgments from the Lord to take place. These last days are not going to be fun. They're going to be full of judgment and destruction and chaos and misery and mourning and weeping and death. And these wicked, simple minded people can't see it. Like it says in Proverbs 22:3, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Majority of these people, they can't see that the Lord is about to shut America down. This place is too wicked. The last days of America are not going to be fun. So so people should live it up right now, because hey, once the Lord really opens the floodgates on this place, there is no going back. I mean, granted, there already is no going back, but once the Lord really opens the floodgates on this place, that's when it's game over. America is going to be destroyed, and all those who remain in America are going to be destroyed right along with it. And good riddance to this wicked ass place. And all the wicked festivities and everything else that comes along with it. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. In closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakudash. The Wadi Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith, and shalom to all the sincere believers. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up, and Adawan Ratazah. Until next time, shalom.